Good morning everybody. Today I am going to start with bacterial cell wall of gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. So first I will talk about gram-positive bacteria. So let's start. Gram-positive bacteria. Now in gram-positive bacteria I will talk about 2 points. First is peptidoglycan layer and second I will talk about teichoic acids. First is peptidoglycan layer and second one is teichoic acids. Okay. So first I will talk about peptidoglycan layer. Now peptidoglycan layer is thick, okay, which accounts for 10, which accounts for 15 to 80 nanometer. Okay, and second one is teichoic acids. This is a major surface antigen of gram-positive bacteria. So this is major surface antigen of gram-positive bacteria. Okay, so there are two, peptidoglycan layer and teichoic acids. Peptidoglycan layer is thick, which accounts for 15 to 18 nanometer, and teichoic acids are major surface antigen of gram-positive bacteria. Now in teichoic acids, now the cell wall of teichoic acids are two types. So we'll see. Okay. So I will talk about teichoic acids. Okay, cell wall of teichoic acids. Okay, now there are two types. One is, sorry, no, yeah. One is cell wall of teichoic acids. Okay, and second one is membrane teichoic acids. Okay. I have said that there are two types of cell wall of teichoic acid. No, there are two types of teichoic acids. In under that, cell wall of teichoic acids and membrane teichoic acids. Now, cell wall of teichoic acids are linked to peptidoglycan. So, these are linked to peptidoglycan. Okay. Understood? Now, membrane teichoic acids are linked to membrane glycolipid. So, these are linked to membrane glycolipid. Okay, so this much is about gram-positive bacteria. So gram-positive bacteria have peptidoglycan layer and teichoic acids. Peptidoglycan layer is thick, which accounts for 15 to 80 nanometers, and teichoic acids are major surface antigens, and it has two types. One is cell wall of teichoic acids and membrane teichoic acids. Now, cell wall of teichoic acids are linked to peptidoglycan, whereas membrane teichoic acids are linked to membrane glycolipid. So, this much is about gram-positive bacteria. So, let's move on to gram-negative bacteria. gram-negative bacteria. Now I will talk about gram-negative bacteria. Okay. Now first point I will talk about LPS, that is lipopolysaccharide. So lipopolysaccharide is only and only present on the bacterial cell wall of gram-negative bacteria. So I will talk about LPS. LPS is nothing but lipopolysaccharide. This is only and only present in bacterial cell wall of gram-negative bacteria, which accounts for endotoxic activity and O antigen specificity. So which accounts for endotoxic activity and what I said, O antigen specificity. Okay, understood? So again I will talk about gram-negative bacteria. First I will talk about LPS, which is lipopolysaccharide. It is only present in the bacterial cell wall of gram-negative bacteria, which accounts for endotoxic activity and O antigen specificity. Okay, clear? Now I will move on to the lipopolysaccharide itself, but there are three regions in this. Okay? There are three regions. Okay. First is region 1. Second is region 2. And third is region 3. Now, region 1 is O polysaccharide, which accounts for the function of O antigen specificity. So, region 1 is O polysaccharide. O polysaccharide, which accounts for O antigen specificity. Okay. So this is the region 1, which has O polysaccharide. Now I will move on to region 2. Now region 2 is only and only core polysaccharide. So this is core polysaccharide. Okay. So region 1 is O polysaccharide, region 2 is core polysaccharide. Now I will talk about region 3. Now region 3 is glycolipid protein. That means this is lipid A. Lipid A is nothing but glycolipid protein, which accounts for endotoxic activities. Now, it accounts for endotoxic activities like lethal effect, anti-tumor activity, then tissue necrosis and so on. Okay. So, in this lethal effect, anti-tumor activity, tissue necrosis and so on. Okay. So, this is all about LPS. Okay. Now, I will move on to outer membrane. Same point under gram-negative bacteria, but this is the second point. This was the first point. Second point will be outer membrane. Now, outer membrane. Okay. Now the outermost layer of bacterial cell wall of gram-negative bacteria is the outer membrane, which form transmembrane pores that serves as a diffusion channel for smaller molecules, not for larger molecules. It serves as a channel for smaller molecules. So, the outermost layer of gram negative bacteria forms the outer membrane, okay, which forms transmembrane pores that serves as diffusion wait which serves as this diffusion channel for smaller molecules. Okay, now again I will see you. So the outer membrane is nothing but the outermost layer of gram-negative bacteria which forms transmembrane pores that serves as diffusion channel for smaller molecules. Rather than larger molecules, it serves as smaller molecules. Okay, so this is all about outer membrane. Now I will move on to the third point, which is lipoprotein. Third point is lipoprotein. Now lipoprotein attaches, listen carefully, lipoprotein attaches protein of peptidoglycan, okay, it attaches protein of peptidoglycan to the lipid of outer membrane, to the lipid of outer membrane. What it does, it attaches the proteins of peptidoglycan to the lipid of outer membrane. Outer membrane is nothing but the outermost layer of the gram-negative bacteria. Okay, so this is about lipoprotein. Now the last point under gram-negative bacteria is peptidoglycan. Now the only difference between gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria under this peptidoglycan is that in gram-positive bacteria it is thick. Over here the peptidoglycan here is very thin. Okay, so this is thin, which has 2 to 3 nanometer. Okay, and it is bound by lipoprotein. I said just now about lipoprotein. So it is bound by lipoprotein and yeah, plasma membrane. Okay, so here the peptidoglycan layer is thin and it is bound by lipoprotein and plasma membrane. So we'll talk. We had information about bacterial cell wall of gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. So in the next video, I will start off with the motility, endoplasmic, cytoplasmic, or whatever inclusions are there. I will talk about that. Okay. So up till here, I guess you have understood. Okay. So stay safe, stay healthy. See you soon.